Hello fellow chartists, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am the Chartist, and what you're looking at right now is the flow sentiment of the SPY. Alright, this is the overall flow sentiment with no filter, 50-50 right now, okay? It's half and half, pretty even. If I add my filter though, 200,000K premium, you guys know how I like to check that to see where the big money's going. And we can see that is a little different. 56% is going to puts, 44% is going to calls. Alright, we did have some dark pool orders for the SPY. This one right here, around $3.4 billion worth of premium at the 448.78 level. So that level right there, we don't know if the institutions bought or sold, but we do know that level had a lot of activity, so that will be used as one of our support or resistant level. Since the SPY is below it's around 447 right now. That level right now would be a resistant. Okay, that's how I use the levels from the dark pool prints, and yeah, let's get into it, all right? Price action technical analysis. Remember, this is not no fortune teller, Miss Cleo type of crap, okay? This is all but based on probability, and we talk about different scenarios. That's all, nothing more, nothing less. Different scenarios and how we'll react to them, what will be our sentiment, bullish or bearish, okay? So anyways, the plan today was 452 to 452.5 resistant, 445 support. That was my range for today. Okay, that was my price target, was 452, and my critical support would have been 445. Okay, so I put everything between equals chop. All right, I was expecting some choppiness. If we did clear 452, I would have expected to see higher levels at 456, 461. I put right here, 445 fails, we see 439 to 440 next, okay? And I just reminded the group, right now we are in chop consolidation phase in SPY, so be mindful of the range. I was expecting some chop, and boy, oh boy, did we get the chop. Look at this 5-minute chart of the SPY right here. This right here is the 930 candle, right here. I'll make it bigger. Okay, the SPY pretty much opened at 449.5. Oh, excuse me, wrong candle. 449.48. Okay, 2 cents off. And it dropped all the way down to 448. Alright, I did not have that as support just yet. At the time, I had only 445 as a support. I didn't even mention 448. Keep that in mind. I still have 452 as my price target. And as you can see in the morning, or at least in the first hour, SPY started creeping up and got as high as 450.86. I'm feeling good about myself, right? I'm feeling good about myself, thinking, oh yeah, 452 is about to hit, and then maybe the bears will step up and we can look to short. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the price target. As you can see, this white line right here that you see here, that's the 50% retracement level based on the daily chart. That level is at 450.4. okay, we got a little bit above it, 5-minute candle. Okay, for a level to be captured, this is where a lot of people get messed up. For a level to be captured or recaptured, we want to see the level go above it, and then that level be tested as a support, at least for 15 minutes, to continue basing or treating that level as a support, that previous resistant level. So in this case, 450.4 was the resistant. We broke above it. Now that is support. We want to see it bounce off of it. Did that happen? No. So the next candle that happened, the next 5-minute candle, closed up below it. That was your sign saying, hey, that level's not holding. Okay, and as you can see, it started dropping all the way down. All right, now this is the 1120 candle. At 1120, after viewing the price action, okay, I said, as posted, after weeks of big swings and chop would be the theme underway. After a week of big swings, chop would be the theme and underway. Okay, I missed the comma there. All right, SPY must coil up for a new leg. Okay, SPY is basing, it's coiling up, getting ready to make a new move. Okay, until then, chop for short term. I would like to see 452 tested as I posted earlier. Okay, but now support is 448 with 445 below, which is a must hold. So now at this point, I added a new support because when you see price action chopping like this, you got to define the range. Okay, so at 9:30, the low was 448. I actually added that blue line earlier, but I took it out for some reason. All right, and I gave myself a zone between these two blue lines right here. I watched the candles, 448.5 to 448. That was my zone. Okay, at 11:20 at this candle, I let the group know we got support. And what happened? Well, we lost that support. Support did not hold. At this point, it was looking like 445 is on the way. But what do we always want to see when the support gets taken out? We want to see it get back tested and treat it like a resistant and then continue to move downwards. As you can see, after we lost that 448 support, back tested, went down, back tested, went down. So it back tested twice and it's letting us know we're going to head down lower, okay? And we did. We went as low as 446.7. Did not hit my 445 support, okay? So if you felt like today was a tough day to trade, it definitely was. Definitely was, okay? But it got a little easier, or it can be simpler. You just got to remember the techniques, okay? So at this point, I define low something here. Little support line, resistant line, excuse me. Okay, fallen trend line, I like to call it. Broke out, but remember, we're still using the 448 level as a support or resistance. Or at this point, because it was below it, it was a resistance. And as you can see here, we got the recapture around 1 o'clock. All right. Now here's one of the benefits of being on my Discord. I let you guys know. All right. So around 1. I just let you guys know 458 so far has been recaptured. Okay? I meant to say 448. That's a typo, but my group know what it was. 448 recaptured. Alright? And I let them know we want to see that level get treated like support. Alright? We want to stay above it. As long as above it, we could see more upside. Okay? And a few minutes later, I put right here. Ideally, we can creep to 452 with 450 en route. All right. As you can see, around here, we got the recapture. This one, I alert the group. All right. It started retesting it as a support, and it continued to go up. So now I'm feeling good. 452 price target with 450 en route. And what happened? It went and hit 451. Did not hit my 452. And like happened earlier in the morning around 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m., that 450.4 level, that 50% retracement on the daily chart was lost again. And look, in the next candle, it even treated like a resistant. That's a sign, guys. So for everybody that wonder, how do you know when a support is lost? How do you know when a recapture happens? A recapture happens when it gets back above that level and treats it like a support. Okay, sometimes you got to take a little risk. Everybody's looking for something that's 100%. This technique and tactic is nothing more than a tactic. It's an edge based on probability. It's not 100%, guys. That's what we have to get into our heads. It's not 100%. We want to take on strategies that's 100%. There's no strategy that's 100%. Because there'll be times where it does recapture, treat it like support, and then falls back down. As you can see right here at the end of the day. Okay? But you have to be willing to take risks and make moves based on a strategy that gives you an edge. A probability. Alright? A high probability of the direction that you want your trade to go in. Right? So we recaptured, treated like support. That's what a recapture looked like. It goes back above that level and treat that same level as a support. Right here, 450.4. We went back above that level. We want to see it treated like support. Failed. That means we did not recapture it. Okay, we got back above it briefly, but we did not recapture it, and this candle treated like resistance. That tells you right there that is a false recapture. False recapture is like a false breakout. Okay, it's bearish, and for the rest of power hour, it just dumped all the way down as low at 445.8. Okay, very, very close to my 445 support level. Okay, so what can we expect? That's how the trading day went. Pretty tough trading day, but I did that not just to advertise for my Discord. It's whatever about that, but it's to teach you guys and show you guys how to trade based on the price action, even when it's choppy. Now, mind you, that was based on hindsight, but at least you know what to look out for in real time. When you're real time trading. Okay, so we're looking at a daily chart right now. We can see that 445 support comes from this blue trending line. Okay, I spoke about this blue trending line many times. I left a note over here. Sometimes I forget, but that connects the May 2020 low to the October 2020 low to the February 22 low right here, because after we lost it, we recaptured it. And what happens when you recapture it? As we spoke many times, we want to see that recaptured level treated as a support. Okay, so what we did earlier was on a 5-minute chart. It's the same principle, the same rules on a daily chart. When you do it on a daily chart though, each candle represents a day, so you got to let the day go by. You got to let the candles close at the end of the day. With 5-minute candles, it happened every 5 minutes. Okay, so after we recaptured on January 31st, we retested that recaptured successfully. We stayed above. Okay, so that technically is bullish price action. Okay, for me to be bearish, you guys know I play it level to level. So that 445 support is lost. The next support that I'll be looking for is the 200-day moving average, that purple line right there, which also is moving right at the level of the 38.2 retracement level. That's at 443.4. Okay, so we want the SPY to continue to stay above that level, to stay above the 200-day moving average. Okay, if the SPY breaks below the 200-day moving average, my sentiment is gonna be extremely bearish. Okay, most in the past, when the SPY lost the 200-day moving average, recaptured it, and then retested it successfully, they usually go back up, okay, to a new high or something. But if it back tests and then we lose that 200-day moving average, like we lost it, recaptured it, and then the back test failed, and usually head down to a new low. Okay, that's just based on past behaviors, guys. Okay, but I'm gonna play level by level. 445 is support tomorrow. If that's lost, 443.4 is next, and then this yellow support line based on the triangle pattern, that's around 439 to 439.5. Below 439, I'll be extremely bearish, and I would favor new lows. Okay, I would favor new lows. And check it out. Where would I buy if we get the new low? Well, I got this big old megaphone pattern, as you can see, based on this white line. All right, and here I got this support line of the white line. It starts at the August 19, 2021 low. It connects to the September 20th, 2021 low. And it connects to the October 4th, 2021 low. Okay, that's 3 lows connecting. All right, before anybody say that's not valid, because I know there's gonna be people saying that. Anyways, if we do head to a new low, because the previous low was 420.7, I think we could come as low down here around 4.1 to 4.2. All right, now keep in mind, you see this green line? This green line is there for a reason. It's from here. From April 5th, 2021, there's a gap that has not yet been filled. And that gap aligns with my support of this megaphone pattern. Okay, guys? So, that is the bearish scenario. All right? If you're still watching, I'm going to talk about the bullish scenario. But that was the bearish scenario. We got to lose 445 support first. And then we got to check if the 200-day moving average holds. And if that is lost, 439 is the bull's last chance. 439 loses, then I will favor a new low. I'm not saying this because I am biased to the downside or I'm biased to the upside. No, I'm neither a bull or a bear. I don't do that crap. I'm just a trader. I'm a price action trader, and I'm only saying this based on the price action. If the price action tells me it's bearish, my sentiment is going to be bearish. That's it, guys. So if we lose 439, I am going to be favoring a new low and the gap fill around 400 to 401 level. All right, down here. Okay, but I will only be bearish if we lose the certain support levels that I just mentioned. 445, 443.4, that's 200-day moving average. Then 439 is bull's last chance. If that scenario happens, then I would favor a new low. Okay, I'm not just favoring a new low because I hate SPY or I hate the country or whatever. Okay, just strictly price action. Now, for the bullish price action, okay, would obviously be a breakout of this triangle pattern. So the resistance for that tomorrow would be around 454.5. So if SPY can get back above 454.5, that would be a breakout of this triangle pattern and would put the 61.8 retracement, which is at 457.4, in play. And if we can break above that, I would certainly favor all-time highs or possibly a new all-time highs, okay? To the upside. Now keep in mind, like I said, if we get the breakout of the triangle, so it has to be above 454.5. With that being said, I do want to mention seasonality. We are around this zone right here. It's February 7th, so we are still on the first week of February. As you can see here, entering February, we was going to get an initial move to the upside, and then to the downside, we'll get a pullback followed by choppy movements. Did we get that? Well, here's February. Okay, let me move these fib levels. Here's February. That's the initial move to the upside. We got the pullback followed by some choppiness. Okay, mind you, we are still in the first week of February. Now, according to this, after the first week of February, okay, still the first half of February, but after the first week, we're going to get a big move to new all-time highs. Okay, that's just based on the seasonality, based on the last 20 years. This is based on average. Okay, so take it with a grain of salt. It's not guaranteed to happen, but on average, that is usually what happens. A big move. And so far, the reason why I'm even mentioning this is because so far it's tracking. Okay, it's working. All right, so price action is number one. For me to be bullish, we have to break out of this triangle pattern. All right, and then we would test the 61.8 retracement at 457.4. If we break that level, that is when I would favor either all-time highs or new all-time highs. And I would put a little more trust into this seasonality. All right? But if we do not break above 454.5, if we don't break above this triangle pattern, we're either going to continue chopping or we could possibly break to the downside for a new possible low and maybe even fill that gap. Okay, guys? So that is what I got for the SPY today. Take what I said with a grain of salt because it's all based on price action. We got to wait for the scenario to play out, okay? What will the price action tell us what to do? What will it tell us to do? I don't know, but we'll see. So far, like I always tell you, just play it level by level. But so far, we're just in Chop City right now. And Chop City can be pretty difficult to trade because the SPY is not making a decision. All right, we need the SPY to make a decision. All right. we do have, before I let you go about the SPY, we do have an inside day candle setup. This candle right here, today's candle, the red candle, is inside yesterday's, well, February 4th. This is Friday's candle. It's inside that range. You guys see that? So this is the child candle. This is the mother candle. So usually based on inside day candle setups, you want to see the third candle, which would be tomorrow's candle, break out of the range of the mother candle. So the high of the mother candle is 452.78 and the low is 443.83. Okay, so we want to see it break out of that range. So above 452.78 is bullish and below 443.83 is bearish. Okay, that's just based on the inside day candle trade setup. Definitely look it up. Now moving on to triple Q, as you can see, triple Q testing that red or pinkish triangle pattern, as you can see. All right, let me move the moving average. There's too much lines. All right, I'm gonna bring back the 13-day moving average because it did serve as support. I had support at 355. Okay, I send out the support levels every morning before the market opens. Okay, this is triple Q support level 355. This is posted before the market opens. Just like the resistance level for that gave us a hard time today, 450.4 was a resistance level. Okay, I posted every morning. The goal is to you go long at support and you short at resistance. You know. Anyways, so pretty much it bounced off of our support and went up. You can see intraday. Around here, bounced off of our support around 355. Went up as high as 359, but got rejected. All right. So we closed today around that 355, near that 13-day moving average, but looking pretty bearish because as you can see, triple Q did not break out of the triangle pattern and is treating that level as a resistance. Okay, so definitely tomorrow I want to see what happens with that 355 level. If we lose it, if we're below it, that puts 352 in play, that green support line right there. Okay, that green support line has served as strong support in the past, as you can see. Okay, if we lose that, we could test the support of the triangle pattern. For tomorrow, that support will be 344.5. Below 344.5, I would favor new lows. Okay, so below 355, I would favor 352. That's a critical support level. Below 352, we got a minor support here at 350.79, and below that will be a very critical one at 344.5. That's a big move to the downside. Okay, to test this triangle pattern. If we get a bounce there, we could see more chop and possibly a breakout. But if not, if that fails, definitely favoring some new lows. Okay, Dow Jones came and tested that 50% retracement today as a support. So while the SPY was treating its 50% retracement as resistant, Dow Jones was doing the opposite and treating treating its 50% retracement as a support, and also back tested the 200-day moving average again, and this time treated like a support and held, as you can see, because on Friday it dipped below that, and then we got to bounce off the 13-day moving average before actually closing above the 200-day. But today we bounced off of it, which is a good sign. But we need to be bullish again. We need Dow Jones to break out of this triangle pattern above 353.3. Okay, above 353.3 puts 355 in play. That's around where the 50-day moving average is. And above the 50-day moving average, above 355, I would be bullish, and I would be biased to the upside with all-time high in play. Okay, to be bearish, of course, if we lose the 200-day moving average, not just go below it in intraday, but actually close below it on a daily candle, okay, that's bearish. All right, and we got the support of this triangle pattern. Tomorrow's support will be 348.89. So below 348.89, that's a breakdown of this triangle pattern, and we possibly go see a new low, okay, with 345.9 en route, then 340.3. Okay, guys, so If 350 is lost, I'm bearish. I would be bullish above 353.5. Okay, that will be a breakout of the triangle pattern. A breakdown of the triangle pattern will be 348.4. Okay, so below that I would be bearish. Just let the price action guide you. All right. Work on your execution. Be patient. Let the support level hit. Watch how reactions at the levels are. You know, wait for the resistance to hit or break. Stuff like that, okay? Don't just jump to in a trade and don't force a trade. That's the best way to lose money. All right? IWM attempting to break out of this purple falling trend line, okay? This is the high of January connected to the high January 12th, connected again to the high of February 2nd, and it looks like we got the breakout. All right? Not much of a breakout. All right? This is a pretty weak breakout, okay? So I'm not putting too much trust into it. However, still got to watch it. IWM above 199 is bullish, putting 203 in play, okay? Because that'll be a breakout of this purple trend line. But if IWM is below 199, there's a minor support at 197.3. And if we lose that support, I think we would drop down to 188 minimum. Possibly a new low, okay? So keep it simple, guys. Just keep it simple. IWM above 199, bullish. IWM below 199, bearish. And yes, you have to respect your stop loss. Sometimes the trade will go against you, so you gotta respect your stop loss. If it's volatile, sometimes you gotta make your stop loss not so tight. Sometimes you gotta make it a little loose. Give it some range. All right. So that's it. That's what you gotta do. Anyways, Tesla. Tesla's not looking too good. All right. Today I alerted Tesla a little bit, or people asked me on the Discord about Tesla. I said, hey, Tesla above 916. I'm bullish with 951 in play. In the morning, Tesla actually was above 916 and went as high, almost hit my 951 price target. Went as high as 947.7. So it got very close. So whoever took that trade, congratulations. I hope you took profit and not let greed guide you. But at the end of the day, Tesla just turned bearish. As you can see, it closed back within this yellow breakout level. Okay. And it closed below the 5-day moving average and the 13-day moving average. All right, so we got 890.5 next as next support. If that fails to hold, because it's been tested a lot, so at this point it's a weak support. All right, I consider a weak support when a support gets tested a lot. It's been tested a lot, like a lot. Below 890.5, here comes 854.28. And if we lose 854.28, bulls have one last chance at 843.8. That's this blue trend line. And if that is lost, I am favoring new lows. We may even drop below 700. Okay? We might. All right, guys. So that is what I have for you guys today. I hope you found some value in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are literally helping me to make my dream come true. I cannot do this without you guys. Otherwise, I'd just be talking to myself. But thank you guys for giving me a chance, giving this channel a chance. Thank you guys for subscribing. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for liking the video. So many thank yous. And it's all for you. And I'll see y'all soon.